What's up, guys? It's been a minute, a few days anyway. Sorry about that. I've been kind of behind on streaming, been doing a lot of other stuff, been busy, getting busy with it. We're going to play some Atari stuff today. That's just goof around. Not really. I have nothing to showcase or anything. We're just going to goof around. I'll tell you some stories, though. Stories are fun, right? We like stories. But before we get into the stories, we have to welcome everyone in the chat. Numero uno was the last line. He gets the pinned comment. Woot indeed, sir. Woot to you as well. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody, but woot. PJ is also here. PJ will be doing, cross your fingers, everything works out. It should. We have thunderstorms here today. It's not too bad. It was a lot of thunder and stuff earlier, but cross your fingers anyway. Hopefully everything's good for Sunday. PJ and I will be doing a thing Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Central, and we're going to be playing TurboGrafx this time, not ColecoVision, even though we both absolutely adore the ColecoVision. We will be playing the TurboGrafx instead. And if any of my friends are interested in joining us doing that, we're going to be doing it on StreamYard, so there's an opportunity for more people to join in if you are so inclined and have the capability of playing games and streaming them and doing that sort of thing. So hit me up, yo. We'll see how it goes. Last line says, you need to play Expedition 33. That is basically a classic PS1 JRPG with some of the best graphics and music I've witnessed in a game. I have not heard of this game. This is the first I've ever heard of this game. Expedition 33. At least I think. I mean, I don't think I've heard of it before. I'll look into that. PS1 JRPG sounds right up my alley. I freaking love PS1 JRPGs. You know that. You know. That's why you're saying that. So thank you for that. Expedition 33. I will remember that. PJ, cool shirt. Yes. Yes. You should get one too, and then we can be Twinkies. Anyway, very serious. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, today, not really playing anything in particular. Got my Atari 7800 Plus fired up here. I guess we should talk about some of the Atari stuff. I have several things to talk about with the Atari stuff. First of all, on a personal level, I ordered 4 Atari 2600 games, one of which I used to own way back in the 80s, and I had forgotten about. And I was reminded about by, I think I saw something for it on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's the game. And it's called Star Master. For some reason, I don't own it. I don't know why I don't have that cartridge, but I never bought it again. So I was like, all right, I'm buying that cartridge. I saw it at that retro game store that I went to, which the prices are freaking nuts over there now, which is crazy. It just, I guess it's like that everywhere. But anyway, I saw it over there and I was like, I was going to buy it, but they were super crowded and I was like, and so I ordered it, which, whatever. I ordered it on Monday and they said they shipped it. I don't know when it's coming. We'll see how it goes. But I ordered it in like 3 other games for the 2600. So I'll be getting some more Atari stuff to play, that's new to me. Star Master's not new to me, but the other ones are ones that I don't think I've ever played before. I never owned before. So that'll be happening. Of course, I also had ordered Tiger Heli, which we'll see when that comes in. That's the 7800 version that the new Atari is releasing. And that sounds pretty cool. I don't know when that's going to ship. But yeah, I'll be playing the 7800 Plus today, goofing around a little bit. I saw there was a deal on the internet where you could get one of these on sale for like $60 or something like that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty damn good. I couldn't tell you exactly where that is. Sorry. I'm sorry for mentioning it, but maybe if you do a search, you'll find what I'm talking about. I think that deal might be over though. I'm not sure. I think it was only until the 1st of May, but I might be wrong. But as far as the rest of pricing at Atari, that's been a news story. And that's something that I did a community post about. And it's something that's apparently it wasn't the end of the price increases. We've seen a lot of other stuff going on too, but yeah, a lot of people had different opinions about that, what it means, what the reasoning could be, blah 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 blah. So if you haven't bought some stuff that you were thinking about buying, I mean, I'm not trying to push anybody to buy anything, but yeah, things are changing out there. Absolutely. Let's welcome everybody again to the chat that's just joining us now. Let's see. Last line says that game is on PS5. That is Expedition 33. I'll have to check that out. Luke's Awakening has awoken and joined us. Thank you, Luke. Super Mega Cyrus 64. That's correct. Super Mega Cyrus 64. Last line says, by the way, Xbox increased prices of all their consoles, accessories, games going to $80 this fall. Yeah, that's been a big story. That's been something that a lot of people have. I mean, to say that Xbox fans have been shocked by this, I think is kind of crazy. I mean, not a crazy thing to say, because I actually watched the Colt Eastwood video. You guys know who Colt Eastwood is? He's a guy who he's like a big Xbox fan. He's pretty much one of the biggest. He's done a show with Fonz Zarelli for a while. Fonz is an old friend of mine. I don't know Colt. I've only talked to him maybe once or twice. We don't really know each other. But I did watch this video that he put out where he was like very upset about these prices. And I understand why, because it came out of nowhere. You know, things started to look like they were going better for Microsoft. And then this happens, and the prices are not, it's not a small increase. These consoles, wow. Some of these increases are, I mean, for the 2 terabyte Xbox One X, it's now more expensive than the PS5 Pro. I don't understand that. I don't understand how anybody would be paying an extra $100 for an Xbox Series S. I mean, that console is supposed to have been on its way out the door. I have a Series S. I like it. But these are weird times. Things aren't making much sense to me. And I think if you're a big fan of the Xbox brand, you're left shaking your head. I mean, how many times in the past 15 years have you been left shaking your head? But this is one of those moments where you're like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, I understand the tariff thing. I get that. We all kind of are like, oh no, it's the crazy times with the tariffs and blah, blah, blah. I get that. But what's happening with these price increases does not seem proportional to that. And let's be honest, nobody's buying Xbox consoles. Nobody. It's just not selling. Nobody around the world has really ever bought them. But in the United States, we've stopped buying them. People aren't really interested in that console. People are interested in Game Pass. Sure, they like Game Pass. But that's an audience of people who already own Xboxes, right? There's not too many people going out and buying an Xbox today so they can get Game Pass. You know what I'm trying to say? So their market, it seems to me like this is like one of those like shooting your foot with your own pistol kind of situations. Like things are starting to go good. You got some good games coming out. Oblivion Remastered, blah, 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 blah. New Doom coming out next year. Tell you what we'll do. Let's shoot ourselves in the foot. Let's do that. How many times has Microsoft done that over the years? That seems to be a favorite pastime in the world of Microsoft, to start to do something good and then immediately screw it up. And, you know, I know by saying some of this stuff, some people will be like, blah, 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 Sony pony, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I'm like, okay, all right, I've dealt with that forever too. But I'm not lying. I'm just saying, I'm not lying. Let me catch up on chat. Stop listening to my own voice too much. Let's see. PJ says Star Master was Activision. Ooh, maybe. It might be. I don't know. I don't have my cartridge yet, so I can't tell you. But it'll be here soon. Luke's Awakening. Tariffs! Yay! That's how we all feel. That's sort of the... I need a t-shirt that says tariffs, yay. You could have like a big like Canadian flag on it, maybe. That would be a cool shirt. Last line. Yep, it sucks. Aren't we supposed to see console prices drop, not increase? Dude, when was the last? Yes, this is what it used to be like. Thank you for saying that. This is what it used to be like. You used to see a console launch, and then about a year later, the price would drop, and then it might drop again later. Remember that? You remember? Remember those days? Yeah, we're going to be telling these stories to our kids. Back in my day, a console would come out and then get cheaper over time. And people would be like, Grandpa, you're crazy. You're crazy. The things you say don't make any sense. He lies all the time. Yeah, I don't know. Luke says, this is the first time that game console... Oh, I already read that. Blah, blah, blah. I just read that. Bassarino 84. Don't do it. Does he have a pistol? Maybe. Luke's Awakening. I don't know him, but I know Clint Eastwood. He was in Back to the Future 3. Okay. All right. I see. If you carry the one, dot the I, cross the T. Yes. No, that's not. I can't back that up. Metal Torso. Hello, Metal Torso. Welcome. The party's not started until the Metal Torso has arrived. Thank you, sir. PJ says, hi, Metal Torso. Blah, 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 saying hi to everybody. Bassarino, my head is coming clean off. Alrighty. PJ, no. These seem like a ripe opportunity for them to up their prices. Dude, exactly. Now, look, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I don't like to talk about politics. I don't. And the reason I don't, I'll be very specific as to why I don't like to talk about politics. Because, first of all, I'm wrong all the time. Okay? I know that. I am not good at knowing things. I'm not that guy. I'm not an educator. I'm not a historian. I'm wrong about all kinds of stuff. And sometimes I don't know I'm wrong until after I've said something publicly. And then I find out I'm wrong. And then I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. I'm wrong. So that's one reason. The other reason is I have many family members and friends and people that don't like me on different sides of different issues all over the place. And I have enough conflict generated from me just stupidly causing conflict. So I don't need to deliberately set out to cause conflict. So I try not to talk too politically. Does that mean that I tell you guys you can't ever talk to me about politics? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I prefer if we all just kind of be cool with each other and, this sort of thing. And that's why I don't really get into politics. Do I have political opinions? Sometimes. But that doesn't mean I need to talk about them. Who cares anyway? We all have our own opinions. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Luke says Chinese imports are having a 145% tariff on them. It only makes sense that anything coming out of China would see a price increase. Logic. And what I was going to say, PJ, what you had said earlier, and this is the only thing I'll say about it. I think there is a strong argument to be made that these prices were going to go up eventually anyway. And all these companies were sort of like waiting to see who would do something first. Because we were talking about that before the tariff thing ever happened. So the prices, this is like you said, this is a great excuse. If you were going to raise your prices anyway, or try to find a way to raise your prices, and now you've got this thing that you can go, there's our get out of jail free card. What are we going to do? It's the tariffs, what are we going to do? Prices are going up. Sorry, don't blame us, And I'm like, maybe there's something to that. But, what do I know? Silver Wings. Hello, Silver Wings. Silvering says, I just bought an Xbox One game today off eBay. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Also, a Saturn game, Mr. Bones. Very nice. Very nice. Silverwings, I just got an ad. It slipped the screen. That's something new on you. Oh, I don't know about that. There's some weird stuff going on with the ads on YouTube. And man, it's so jarring. Like, you'll be watching something and all of a sudden, boom, ad. And you're like, whoa. Like, it's bizarre. Like the ad stuff going on. And some of these ads are like forced, like super long ads too. And you can't get out of them. It sucks. Chris Courage. Chris Courage. The man, the myth, the legend. The guy who has modded several of my video game consoles and fixed up some and is going to be working on something for me very soon. I'll be very happy when that happens. We'll talk, we've talked, we know things are happening. Very nice stuff. Yes, if you need your consoles modded, fixed, repaired, or just somebody who knows a lot about that stuff that you want to like pick his brain and ask him stuff, that's what Chris is for. That's what he exists for. Well, maybe not, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy to go to if you need something done. So, free ad, not paid for. Mr. Bones, fun game. Mike Wolf, the Wolf of Mike. He says, "What up, side dog?" Not a lot, Mike. Just hanging out. PJ says, Dewey got robbed by Truman. Well, you're holding on to something there. Now that's been over for a minute. I don't know how to tell you this, but that's not a news story. That's all I'm saying. It's if you're still worried about that was before you were born. Shut up. You don't know. Although Truman did go on to do some interesting things, didn't he? Anyway. I've never seen anyone in my chat deliberately scream Donald Trump before. Bassarino, I don't know if you should be awarded points for this, but I shall caution you about it. I don't know. It's not necessarily I'm not like upset. I'm just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Unless you're Alex Jones and you start screaming, I don't know. It's a strange thing to scream. Silverwings, never let a good excuse go to waste. Yes. That's the American way. Absolutely. Mike Wolf, I'll tell you my theory on tariffs in a DM if you prefer. Hey, you got my Discord. You guys, if you're not members of my Discord and you would like to join, there's links all over the place on my channel and everywhere. You're welcome to come and hang out and do, keep it reasonable, but you can talk about pretty much anything. Just keep it, reasonable. Yeah, that's cool. Split screen. Silverwings. Oh, a split screen ad. Ooh, that's weird. Why would they do that? How can you pay attention to two different ads at the same time? Or is it just one ad and then this thing also? It's like splitting. It's interesting. An investigation may be required. The last line says, I forgot to mention I got Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the 360 the other day. A truly great Battlefield game. Very good. And really good on the 360. Yeah, old school. Very nice. PJ says, I need to find another console for Chris to mod that I don't already have. Any suggestions? Something for Chris to mod that you don't already have. That's a good one. Well, what about, there's a lot of consoles you don't need to mod because they have native RGB. I was thinking Master System. It's already got that. You don't need that for a lot of stuff. I don't know. Maybe an Odyssey 2. I don't know. I don't own an Odyssey 2. My dad had one, and at the time, I did not care about it. I went to visit him, and I was like, do you have any video games? And my dad was like, oh yeah. He opens the closet, and there's an Odyssey 2 in the box. And he's like, you want to play it? And I think I was probably 10 or 11 years old at that point. And I was like, I mean, by this time, you know, I'm playing, you know, Sega Genesis probably, maybe, or at the very least I'm playing Nintendo NES. And I'm like, no, I'm not really interested in that. So I never played Odyssey 2. You know, I don't know. Some people say Odyssey 2 is pretty good though. I just never played one. But it's getting harder and harder to afford these consoles, man. The prices are out of control. They're out of control. Let's see. Bassarino, the ads I see are always talking about how to make people friskier in bed. Maybe that's just the ones you pay attention to. You ever think about that, Bassarino? maybe there are other ads. You just don't remember them. You know? I don't know. Tariffs are going great. Silverwings, your stream on the left and ad on the right. Well, that is interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that yet. N64 mod. Ooh, that's an expensive one. The N64 RGB mod or HDMI mod. Little pricey. Yeah. You might wait on the N64 stuff. I think we're still trying to see when we're going to get a FPGA solution to that. So that might be something to wait for. Supposedly Analog is eventually going to release the whatever they're calling it, their version of an N64. We'll see when that happens. I don't know. And you were thinking Odyssey 2. Aha. Great minds think alike, but so do we. Mike Wolf, Vassar and Chilling. By the way, I'm the guy who posts ridiculous GIF. Is it GIF? Choosy moms choose GIF. Another good suggestion, Luke. Yes. Prime 1. Hello, Mr. Cyrus. Hello, Mr. Prime 1. Hello. Prime 1, of course, the advocate for Castlemania. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about you, Prime 1. I like you. You're a good guy, but not sure about your judgment. Just saying. So, Wings, you getting a Switch 2 at launch? I got to see if I can save up by then. No, I'm not getting one at launch. I will eventually probably get one, but yeah, I don't have that kind of money right now, and honestly, I'm not. The new Mario Kart, yeah, that looks cool. The Donkey Kong game looks pretty cool. But other than that, I'm kind of like, do I need this? I don't know. I don't even think I need it. I don't need it. Like, I have so many games that I haven't played. My Switch is filled with stuff, and I have an OLED Switch, which I don't really use in handheld mode, but if I did, it looks fantastic. So I'm kind of like, I'm not in a hurry. The new Metroid Prime's coming out for both, so I don't really need it for that. So yeah, I'm just not in a hurry, you know. Let's see what happens, you know. Let me, you know, drag my feet on this for a while. I know there's some friends of mine who are probably kind of annoyed at me that I'm not more excited about the Switch 2, and would really like to, if I was, because they're looking for other people to enjoy the online stuff with whenever the new Mario Kart and everything comes out. But it's just not something that I'm super into. I gotta be. I mean, I've told you guys this before. I'm a retro guy. I love retro games. I play this crap. You know, this is what I love. And as I get older, I'm more and more into the older consoles. You know, and the new stuff. There's very few things that really make me like jump up and down, unless it's like a retro stylized thing that appeals to me. Most of the stuff I bought on Switch is not like AAA titles. It's like the smaller stuff, you know, the retro themed type stuff. So, you know, I'm just not super excited about new modern type games. I'm just not. I don't know. I got that gaming PC. You can't see it because the chat's there. Hang on. There. I got that thing. The gaming PC up there. It's got a pretty good graphics card. It's a 3060 overclock model, whatever. It's a really good computer. It's i7 something. I don't know. Whatever it is. It's really nice. I just put Windows 11 on it for some reason. But I don't even want to... I mean, very few games appeal to me. Very few newer games. So that's just me. So yeah, sorry. I apologize. You know, I'm just not really feeling the Switch 2 yet. You know, we'll see how it goes. All right. Chris Courage, I got to head out to work. Have a good one. Thank you, Chris. I will be talking with you soon. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Luke says, my N64 is already modded. Ooh. Luke is a big fan of the N64, but I think Luke is like me. I love the N64 as well, but we struggle because it's old and it's 3D, and it's in that time period where they didn't really know what they were doing with 3D. So we love the N64, but we also hate the N64. We love it and we hate it. We're conflicted, you know? It's like we're in a relationship with the N64. And the N64 has all the power. And we're just like very frustrated, you know? But, it, you know, we still love it. We do. Basserina says, LOL. They're related to getting frisky by mixing something like baking powder, gasoline. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Basserino? Basserino, I don't... I feel like... You know what I feel like, Basserino? Silverwings was describing like he was watching the stream, and there was a split screen with an ad running on one side and the stream running on the other. Sometimes I feel like Basserino is a split screen with all the rest of us. There's like Basserino, and then there's all the rest of us, and we're like, what? I love you. You're awesome. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Grab the RetroTank 4K CE. Ooh, that's an expensive box. I have the RetroTank 5X. I think that's pretty good. The 4K, I don't know. The new one is a little bit cheaper, but it's still pretty crazy. Mike Wolf, me neither on the Switch. Just wait it out. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Luke says that RetroTank is too expensive for me. Yeah. PJ says the idea of playing Madden on Switch 2 appeals to me. Oh, it does. That's true. When I heard that, and I thank you for saying that, because I never mentioned. I heard that, and then I never mentioned it. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Because the last Madden that was on a Nintendo system was Madden 13 for the Wii U, which I do have. So it's been a while. Yeah, there are certain things that are going to start to sway me. I'm not saying I'm not getting a Switch 2. I'm just saying I'm not ready yet. And, you know, we'll see what happens with pricing and availability and all kinds of stuff. So, plus, they're going to have to, even though it's Nintendo, there's probably going to be games that need patches and things. So, I'm not in a hurry. I'm not saying Nintendo games necessarily, but Nintendo did patch. Like, I remember when Breath of the Wild came out, they had to do a patch that improved some things. And then there's been other games since, I'm sure, plenty of other games. The other Zelda game, I think, had some stuff too. So, but that's just Nintendo. I mean, I'm talking about third-party stuff mainly, you know. But, yeah, we'll see. There's reasons to wait. There's reasons. I mean, I can't get one. I can't get one anyway, you know, unless I want to pay out the ass, and I don't. I do not. Switch 2 versus Analog 3D. Yeah, the Analog 3D is the one that I was talking about, the N64 one. That's right. I mean, if you're really into N64, then I guess, you know. I finally figured out how to get my N64 controller. God damn. I'm knocking all kinds of stuff over as I do this. I finally figured out how to get this thing to work on my PC emulator. And it actually works really well. The only problem is the Rumble doesn't work. So I can't use the Rumble pack. But it feels really good. Ooh. So I don't know. I'm torn with emulators because sometimes they can improve things quite a bit, but then sometimes there'll be these little things that I'm like, something will annoy me about it. And so I don't know. I'm really an original hardware guy for the most part, but I think that's a pretty cool FPGA console. If it ends up working how it should, it's going to be pretty awesome. Let's see, yeah, $300, but RetroTank is ridiculous. So glad I went another direction on the device I bought to convert my modded television to HDMI. The RetroTank devices can be very useful. I actually own several of them. I have the original 2X, the 2X Pro, and the 5X Pro. And I have a lot of consoles, and a lot of them are SCART RGB, or I'm using the HD Retrovision cables, things like that, and S-Video. So there are reasons to own one of these boxes if you have a whole bunch of consoles. But if you just have like the one thing or a couple of different things that need something done, I think, yeah, it's a good idea to have the console itself sometimes you have to have it modded anyway, but sometimes the best idea is to just get the console taken care of. So yeah, I think that was a smart idea, PJ. And it looks great, by the way. Your modded console looks fantastic. Bastrino, I thought you jumping up and down when there was bad. Okay. Bassarino says, I thought you jumping up and down when there was a bad Coleco cartridge. I don't know what that means. I was jumping up and down when there was a bad Coleco cartridge. Alrighty. Luke says, most N64 games have aged as well as PS1 games. For better or worse, yes. Mike Wolf, Cyrus, thoughts on the N64 Mortal Kombat 4? Nobody's ever asked me that. What are my thoughts on N64 Mortal Kombat 4? I remember renting that back in the day and really enjoying it. I haven't played that in so long, So that's on the PlayStation as well, right? It's on there as Mortal Kombat Trilogy? No. What is it? Mortal Kombat Gold? Something. There's something on PlayStation that has that as well, right? I'll have to go back and check that out again because it's been a really long time. But I do remember enjoying it when I rented it back in the day. Prime 1, the 5X Pro is $300. 4K CE is $475. Yeah, there's a lot of different... The prices go up and up. Absolutely. Luke says, I'll just get the Analog 3D. That's really the only retro console that I want to have in 4K. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Last line, I ordered 2 myself. Oh, fancy. One of which is going to my good friend who is a big Nintendo fan. Prime 1, Luke, no, the CE will put your HDMI modded N64 and your other consoles at 4K. Don't conquer one, conquer all. Wow. Well, Prime 1, it's a lot of money, dude. It's a lot of money. And you have to, it requires a lot of, not a lot, but it requires some knowledge and finagling of the system to get it to do exactly what you want it to do. So, for some people, for a lot of people, the solution is console to console. It's not going to be like I like to have the options and do all this kind of stuff as far as like using the retro tanks and stuff, but it's not for everybody. That's all I'm trying to say. And the FPGA N64 that they're making seems like it's going to be pretty good. We'll see, but it does seem like it's going to be pretty good. Castlemania 4K. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Haywood. What's up, dude? Yes, ladies, I'm here. You can all relax. What's up, Doc? Loading. No loading on Mortal Kombat 4 64. Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember it was good, but that's been, like I said, it's been a long time. Mike says, yeah, it's on the PS1 too. I thought it was. Prime 1, undefeated Mortal Kombat 4 arcade champion here. Oh. Oh my. Ladies. Hey, what Dreamcast has Mortal Kombat Gold? Yeah, that's right. PC, PS1, and X4 has Mortal Kombat 4. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Dreamcast. All right. Mortal Kombat Gold was Dreamcast. Thank you. I appreciate that. He beat you to it. I'm also undefeated arcade Mortal Kombat 4 player. I've never tried it in the arcades. Well, there you go. Last line, Mortal Kombat 4 is available on GOG for PC. Mortal Kombat Trilogy is also, and Breath of Fire 4 just came out there. GOG is a good place to buy games. Absolutely. No DRM. It's very nice. I mean, so I've heard. Yeah. Haywood says the Pirate Bay also has Mortal Kombat 4 for G. Apparently it does. Other than talking, I was going to play some Atari stuff, just hanging out, goofing around with my Atari 7800 Plus. I mean, this isn't like anything. It's just hanging out and playing a game while we chit-chat about stuff. So, you know, there's nothing like, look what I got. I'm just hanging out playing stuff, you know. I want to say this. We were talking about some stuff earlier with the pricing and everything going on. So Atari did announce that they're going to be raising prices on games in the very near future. Like in the next few days, the prices are going to go up slightly. It's not a big jump, but it is some. But it's still not that much. As far as like retro releases for older consoles, like new games coming out for older consoles, as far as that goes, their prices are very reasonable, even with the increase. It's not that big a deal. Especially when a lot of the homebrew like cartridges that you see that are being put out for like in television or Atari consoles or NES or Genesis or whatever. A lot of these like retro, like new cartridges for old consoles, the prices are really weird. Like sometimes they're way too high. You know, I don't know. I don't have a problem paying for things. I'm not saying I have a problem paying for things. If people put work into stuff, they deserve, you know, for their work to be compensated. You know, obviously we want more of it. So we want people to feel incentivized to work on that stuff and make stuff. But some of these prices, it's pretty wild. And I expect some of these to even go up because of everything going on. But if somebody tries to sell me a $60 game that's basically just like another version of a game, it's like an old, like a reissue almost of like an arcade game that was ported to Atari or in television or something, and they want to charge $60-$70 for something like that. I'm like, that's pretty wild. But then what happens, what's even crazier, is they only make a certain number of those cartridges, right? And then they all get sold very, very quickly. And then if you want to buy one, there's people that are selling them still, but they're selling them for $200, $300, dollars, maybe more, for this very limited, cartridge that was put out by this person. So it's frustrating as somebody who, look, I get it. I'm not going to be able to buy everything. I'm not going to be able to jump in and be that guy who gets in on the super secret special thing that happens that nobody wants to talk about because they don't want to lose their place. Maybe somebody, if I tell too many people, I won't be able to get one, that kind of thing. I get it. But from a YouTuber point of view, from somebody who does YouTube, plays games, talks about the games, shows them to people, it's a weird situation because sometimes I feel, I know there's a lot of mental, moral conundrums that we can get ourselves into. I know that. But sometimes I feel weird if I start talking about things that I feel like are really, unfair or kind of weird towards the consumer, towards the fan. You know, if people are gonna watch me do stuff, if you guys are gonna watch me do stuff and listen to me talk about stuff, I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm like, you know, oh, look what I got that you can't get, and blah blah blah, you know, or talk down to you in some way because you couldn't get in on something that everybody that was the cool kids got in on. You know, I don't like elitism. I've never been a fan of elitism, and it's a concern that I have. I'm not accusing anybody of being necessarily elitist, but I think there's a concern that this homebrew retro, like release of cartridge for older consoles thing, limited run stuff, whatever. Sometimes I feel like, conflicted about what's happening here, you know, because yes, we're fans of this stuff and we love these old consoles and we love to see the new games and we want to play the new games and stuff. But sometimes it's like, you know, what's happening here? Are we promoting something that's taking advantage of people in some way? Are we, are we trying to make ourselves, you know, look special in some way and flaunt that in other people's face? I get a lot of weird thoughts, a lot of weird feelings about this kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's just something I think about. I don't know. I think about strange things sometimes. I'm Cyrus. I obviously think about strange things. Anyway, let me go back and read some more comments. Prime One says, I was cheated into third place at the PS1 Mortal Kombat 4 tournament at Game Power Headquarters West Coast Video. Well, that sounds like a whole story there. That sounds like you should do a video on that, Prime. Last line says, Cyrus can say he played Atari today. Yes, I can. I can say that. PJ says, have you played Atari today? I think I have. We just established this. Silverwings, I got the email from Atari too. Oh, the thing. Yeah, the price thing. Yeah. Luke says, Atari is only seeing a 10% increase. So that isn't too bad. Everyone is blaming Nintendo for this, but Blaze first started the price increases with the Evercade games. Oh, I'm glad you brought up Evercade. So I do have a Evercade Versus. It's down here. It's a nice little system. And I actually ordered some more cartridges for it. It's been a while since I've ordered any, but they finally got some that I wanted in. One of them is supposed to be here tomorrow. We'll see if it actually comes in. And the other ones will be a while before they arrive. For some reason, they're shipping them from England. I don't know. Very strange. But, yeah. I like the Evercade. I do. And some of these prices are, from what I've seen, again, I think pretty reasonable. $30, $20 in that ballpark. Now, the ones that are not available to get, again, we get into that whole situation and the whole weird, I don't know, collecting conflicting feelings thing. But from the stuff that I've been playing, it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Let's see. Silverwings just got another split screen ad just now. Maybe it's because we talked about it. It's like, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Speak of the split screen. Oh, you think ads are your ally? Anyway, I don't know. Last line, must be a new thing YouTube does for live streams. Maybe it's just me. Maybe they're like splitting the screen just for me. That would be very strange. Prime One says, Cyrus, Luke beat me at Mortal Kombat 4, and I'll personally buy both of you a... Wow. That's a challenge. I take that to mean you're very, very good. Obviously, you've won tournaments and stuff. I am not very, very good. I've only played it a few times. Like I said, I haven't really played it since I rented it for the N64 back in, I don't know, whenever the hell that was. So I think that the odds are forever in your favor, Prime One. I'm definitely not buying you a 4K CE if I lose. Holy crap. Sheesh. Haywood says, elitism is horrendous, but I'm better than all of you, so it doesn't affect me. Fair enough. Fair enough. Your point is made. Last line, does it cut off the image of this, or does it do some kind of shrink things to keep the aspect? Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't seen it. PJ says, to quote Homer Simpson, are we so vain? Blaze is out of England. Well, maybe that's why they're coming from England. Maybe that's why. Luke. Aha. Luke, look, check out the big brain on Luke. Thank you, sir. Haywood, it would have been funnier if you did that with the Alex Jones voice. Yeah, well, you know, a lot of things would be funnier if I'd done them differently. So, there's that. Prime 1, more 4K HDMI upscaler is $275. Is that better? It's still a lot of money. $275. I think he's already got a solution. He doesn't really need that, but it is better. Split screen ad conspiracy with the Alex Jones voice. Yeah. These globalists out there with their split screens trying to convince us, they want to put your thing on the screen while they put their thing on the screen so that your brain associates the two together so that every time you watch that thing, you'll think about the other thing. This is marketing 101, people. And the evil corporations that are trying to brainwash America. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yep, something like that. Luke says, the last tournament I won was late 1989. Nintendo unveiled Super Mario Bros. 3. It was a rough championship, but I pulled it off. They later went on to call me the Wizard. I've seen this somewhere, Luke. It sounds very familiar. You know what I love about Luke is he never lies. Every story Luke ever tells is 100% true. Silverwings live shrinks the video to fit both. Coming to America. Last line. That's good. Better with the. That's good. Better than what Twitch does. Oh, the thing. Yeah. What is this? Velvet? Never Lies is my middle name. I thought, for some reason, my brain interpreted when I was reading that, Never Lies is my middle finger. I don't know why that was happening. My brain is bad. It's gone bad. I'm sorry. So, for no reason, we'll now play Galaga on the Atari 7800 Plus. This is the Atari 7800 version of Galaga. It's kind of weird, but so am I. You know what? I like it though, even though it is different. It's not like what you might expect Galaga to really look like, but it's like playing Galaga in some alternate universe. You know, it's interesting. It's like, this is what it would be like if, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, we had lost World War II or something. This is what it would be like. Oh, no. Damn it. I still suck at it, so it's still Galaga. That's how you know. You wonder, like, what's the standard to be able to evaluate if this actually is still Galaga? That's it. That's the standard. See if I can get captured and take back my ship. Come on. Get down. Get down. You got to get up to get down. Come on. Come on, shoot your thing. Shoot your shot. Not you guys. There he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. Can I get him? Yes. Oh, yeah, dang it. And I missed it. Wow, I screwed that up. Wow. Well, shit. We're going to reset it. Because I got to do that. God dang, I can't believe I screwed that up. I saw something PJ had wrote in the chat and it distracted me. That's my excuse. Damn you, PJ. Alright. Get down here. Come on. It's best to do it on the first stage because it's easier. So, yeah, there's another reason why I needed to do it on the first stage. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking. I'm going to screw up and blow up my own ship. Come on. Come on. Oh, I feel like I'm about to screw up. Got it. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. I like how on Galaga 88 or Galaga 90, whichever one you want to play, you can get like 3 ships or whatever and turn into like a super giant ship. Galaga 90 is badass. Oh no, I lost it already. God dang it. I told you I suck at this. Damn aliens. I mean, I don't know what the proper term is. You know what I mean. Creatures from another world. Damn it. Giant bees and bugs. I need a 7800 controller that has turbo. I have controllers for Genesis that have turbo that'll work on 2600 stuff, but not 7800 stuff. The only way I can do turbo for 7800s is if I do an emulator. And you know I don't want to do that. I wonder if that guy Brian, I wonder if he makes 7800 controller has turbo. Oh, speaking of controllers, so I heard, I think it was on Spawnwave, that it's possible 8-Bit Dough or 8-Bit Do, however you say that name for that company that makes all those awesome controllers, they might stop selling controllers in the United States because of everything going on. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not, but apparently they had said something on their website about it. So I don't know. These are crazy times we live in. Oh, and I'm dead again. Damn it. So much death. What can men do against such reckless hate? Alright, let me get back to the chat. Continue with that for a minute. Back to the chat. Let's see. What do we got? Did you guys watch 8-Bit Christmas? No, I don't know what that is. Haywood says, also there's an extended version of The Wizard that has 40 extra minutes. Wow, 40 extra minutes. I can't imagine wanting to watch that movie for 40 extra minutes. I mean, it's not a terrible watch, but 40 extra minutes? What are they doing in 40 extra minutes? Is it just like extended footage of Super Mario Bros. 3? More of the Power Glove, maybe? terrible things being done with the Power Glove that weren't. We have to cut this. This can't. We'll never get a PG rating. I don't know. That's strange. The last Mandela effect Galaga. Yeah. PJ says, "Why did they go with the crap sound chip?" Yeah, I know. They did. It's the same sound as the 2600, unless it has that in the cartridge. There's only a couple of games that have it in the cartridge. PJ, the entire chat are moderators. I give out a lot of wrenches. Sorry. Saboteur says, I like the no enemy fire trick in the arcade version. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to do that, but I remember hearing something about that. I don't know how to do that, though. Silverwings, PJ, to be backwards compatible with the Atari 2600 games. Yes. Prime one, except me. I feel left out. Prime one. Fine. My goodness. There you go, Prime one. It's just that simple. If you would like a wrench and you're somebody that I know and that I get along with, it's not hard to get one. PJ says, oh, I see that then. That does actually make sense. Oh, yeah, for that. Space Orkin? Yeah, pretty much. Tricombe 79. What's up, Tricombe? How you doing? Tricombe? I dare them to stop selling in U.S. probably 90% of their market. Yeah, it seems like it would be a really, really, really self-defeating kind of thing for 8-Bit Dough to stop selling their product in the United States. It seems like that would be a very bad idea. So, you want to redeem your channel points for a wrench? Very well, sir. Very well. You also can have a wrench. Man, that's a lot of wrenches. Yes, you have redeemed your channel points. I'll only take 15 points. You can keep the rest of them, though. In fact, for asking for a wrench, you get an extra 15 points. So it's free. You get it for free. So. Prime 1. From now on, I'm stealing everyone's friends. Take that, Florida. The power is yours. By the power of Grayskull. Hey, man. Yes, I need a whole animation. Like Evil, he does all these like animations and stuff whenever something's going on. I need like the He-Man. I got to come up with a bunch of animation stuff that I can go to regularly because I don't have any of that. That would be fun. That would be a fun thing to do. Well, Galaga is pretty fun for 7800. So I do have these new. We were talking about the new releases for the old consoles. I have a bunch of them. For the Atari stuff. Look at all these. All of these. These are all new stuff that was put out by Atari with cat hair on it. The red one is an Atari 2600. That's Caverns of Mars. But all the rest of them are 7800. I've only played these like one time on stream ever. So it'd be fun to play some more of this stuff. Let's see. What should we play? Let's see. Well, how about we could do Asteroids Deluxe. Asteroids Deluxe. I don't have my boxes over here. I just have these sleeves, but that's what the art is that's on this box. It's the same. I like these little paper sleeves. I wish they were like, they're nice. I'm not complaining. But it would be nice if they were like, wouldn't it be cool if they were like plastic sleeves, you know? Like the NES style. But like, you can't really do that. But it'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. Into the 7800 plus you go. Tricombe, the power is intoxicating. Brian F. What's up, Brian? I hear this is the place to be if you have a wrench. Apparently, there's a lot of wrenches around here. Got Midnight Mutants? No. Midnight Mutants. I do not have that. Midnight Mutes. Is that the one that has maybe that's a different game. There's one of them that has like the grandpa from the Munsters like looking dude on the cover. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. But I don't own that either. I don't have that. Primone, when are they going to start porting the 400, 800 cassettes over to the 7800? Well, I don't know, because it's not the same hardware. Like the 5200 is the same hardware, so you can convert a lot of that stuff over, which they have converted quite a bit. 7800 is a little different. It's not the same. Tricom, I want to time myself out. Oh, that is the one you were talking about, Silver Wings. Okay. No, I don't own that one. I was gonna buy that at one point when it wasn't too expensive, but I don't have it. It's something I got to remember to look for. I don't know if I can find a good deal on it, but it's something to think about. It's like a horror Zelda game. I shall take this under advisement. So this is Asteroids Deluxe that was recently. This is not the 7800. Look, it's important to draw these distinctions, I guess. So I have Asteroids for the 7800, and I have Asteroids for the 2600, which is a different game. And Asteroids Deluxe is a different game also. So they're all different games, even though they're all Asteroids. You know what I'm saying? But this is a newer game, obviously. You can see the date on it. Prime 1, that's the game. Grandpa Munster. Yeah, I need to get that game. I do. I like how they make this look. I have Asteroids that was released like this. It's like a homebrew for the 5200, and it does the same thing. It does sort of it's stylized to look like it's vector graphics like this. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty good on 5200. It's probably better though on 7800. 7800 is more powerful than the 5200 if it's used properly. I'm really glad they're releasing a lot of these games, you know, new games for the old system. Pretty awesome. No! I forget I got my shield. Forget about that. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, I used my shield. Oh, and then I didn't use my shield. God dang it. You know, I was using the 7800 Pro line controller, the one that comes with the 7800. I was using it a little bit yesterday, playing. I gotta say, I over time I've really grown to like that controller. It just feels pretty responsive for some stuff, you know. I was playing like River Raid, the 2600 River Raid on my 7800 Plus using that controller, and I was like having a pretty good time. But I'm playing right now with my D-pad controller, and of course it's pretty good as well. I don't really like the standard 2600 joystick. I never really did. Oh boy, bouncing around like crazy. Where am I at? There I am. Thank you, shield. I don't think you get a shield in the 2600 one. Oh no! God dang it. Game over. Game over, man! Let's see. Going back to the chat. So you guys were talking upscalers. Is the Tink still the way to go? Well, it depends on who you ask. I think they were talking about some other options, but I'm very happy with the RetroTank 5X. Also, the 2X Pro is pretty good for a lot of stuff. if you know, 2X Pro is pretty good. 5X Pro is better. But beyond that, I just couldn't justify it. It's too much. I bought an OSSC, and the OSSC is also very good as long as you get a newer one. It's a little finicky. You have to do you have to really know what you're doing messing with it. But it's also pretty good if you can get a good deal on that and you don't mind learning how to set everything up. But I don't really use the OSC very much. It's pretty good though. But it doesn't do composite. The OSSC doesn't do composite. It'll do, or S-Video. It'll do VGA, and it'll do component RGB stuff, SCART. And for that stuff, it's pretty good. Someone's complete in the box. It's over $200. Oh, that, yeah. Yeah. Was one of the games I considered to get with my YouTube check. Loose, you can get it for a little over $100. I bought that Gremlins cartridge for the 5200 for about $100, and I just don't have $100 to spend on that right now. You know what I mean? But if I ever got a deal on one, that would definitely be one to look for. Yeah, there's a few 7800 games that I would love to have, but you know, like Atari Warriors or Commando, or you know, there's a few of them. That's definitely on my list for sure. Brian, if you don't sit too long, or you may get hemorrhoids deluxe. Oh my. Well, nobody wants that. Sheesh. Asteroids is fun. Hemorrhoids, not so much. My RetroTank 4K changes the graphics on 2600. SG 1000, ColecoVision, and television, etc. with the screen filters. Yeah, I'm sure it's awesome. Nobody's saying it's not awesome, Prime One. You know, I know it's got to be great. Trichome, yeah, I might go for the 5X Pro or the 4K CE. The 2X Pro price is definitely more wallet friendly, though. I don't know. Well, I use my 2X Pro for these days anyway. For my Intellivision. That's the only thing I have plugged into it is my Intellivision. And I have a composite video mod that Chris Courage did on my Intellivision. If you want, I'll show you what that looks like so you can see what I'm talking about. This is just a composite video. It'll do S-Video and component also. We'll just switch over real quick and I'll bring this up. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so this is Intellivision with the with composite video going into the RetroTank 2X Pro. So anytime you see me play Intellivision, that's what that is. I mean, I could hook up more than just that, but I just leave this on. Since I have the 5X Pro, I don't need the 2X Pro for anything, so I just use it for the television. I know that sounds weird, but yeah. So it's really good quality. There's no enhancement done to this, by the way. It's, you know, I'm not like tweaking the sharpness or doing anything with, you know, it's just, this is what comes out of it. Filters would be nice. Yeah. Prime is an elitist. Yes. And hence the name Prime 1. Sheesh. Sheesh. Because if I had more retro consoles than I really dove into, I definitely want one. Blame it on Mark from Classic Game Room. How many things can we blame on? We could blame the entire fixation with the game Truxton on him. Nobody cared about Truxton until he started talking about it. That's the truth. Prime 1 RetroTank 2X goes up to 480p. RetroTank 5X Pro goes to 1080p. 4K RetroTank 4K goes to 4K. Yes. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like some of this stuff, you don't need it. Like this is 480p, 720 by 480 resolution coming out of the 2X Pro, and for this, for composite video, old super duper retro stuff, like Intellivision. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I also have my ColecoVision hooked up to this because it's on a switcher. That's right. So I have the ColecoVision and the Intellivision on this same thing. So for that, it looks great. I think it looks really, really good. I could hook it into the 5X Pro, but I didn't think it's really necessary. And this lets me, it helps with my switching things around, like on the switcher and everything. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Mike's Gaming Gala joins us. Anthropomorphic Force. This game is awesome. Dude, it is awesome. It's very, very difficult though. Although Chuck can play this game. Chuck, you know, he's an interesting guy. Sometimes he'll struggle on a game, especially more, you know, modern stuff. You'll watch Chuck play and he's struggling a little bit. But when it comes to Intellivision, he's really good. Chuck's really good at Intellivision stuff. Like, it's pretty amazing. Like, I watched him play Anthropomorphic Force several times, and I was like, how in the hell are you doing that stuff? Because this game's really hard for me. But Chuck is, he's got that that Intellivision gene or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, his thumb and the disc are like one. They have come together to form a union, a bond. Anyway, Prime One, Mark had me buy the FrameMeister. RetroTank 4K is basically the new version of FrameMeister. Both are upscalers and video processors. Yeah, FrameMeister was insanely expensive back in the day, and you couldn't get one even if you wanted one. You know, that was why it was so awesome when they started to bring out things like the RetroTank, because it was like, if you wanted to be in the club of retro gamer that had the cool thing that made the retro games look good, you had to pay a shit ton of money and get lucky and find one. And that's, again, goes back to the elitism that I was talking about earlier. How there's a little bit of that, but thankfully over time it's gotten better. It's a lot more accessible to a lot more people now. For show. Love the music too. Oh God, yes, it's awesome. This game has so much voice in it. Luke says, Chuck plays the same game so much, he masters them. No, that's true. You know, practice makes perfect. Cyrus, your 5X Pro has filters too. Try them out. I have played with them a little bit. I don't mess with them too much, but yeah, it's got some cool stuff. PJ says, scientists refer to it as the metellogene. The metellogene. I guess I'll play a little bit of Anthropomorphic Force. I suck at this freaking game, though. Let's see. Start. Difficulty. I want easy difficulty, but I don't have easy difficulty. I only have normal. We'll just do Tunnel 1. I'm not going to play a whole lot, because I suck. I was playing this on an emulator. The one emulator that will run this with Turbo. It was pretty good with Turbo. Oh, I needed that. Damn it.
Speed up.
No! I don't know what I was thinking right there. I don't think this game has like a turbo mode you can switch on like Astro Smash does. That would be nice. Like auto fire. Speed up.
Power up.
There we go. Oh, I need it. That's alright. Oh. Damn, I suck at this. Thankfully, I replaced my disc with one from my Intellivision flashback.
Speed up.
So it's like a brand new disc, basically. Thought about selling that flashback a long time ago, but I was like, nah, I'll just keep it. Figured I would regret it if I sold it. Ooh, that was close. I almost died right there. I lost my shield. This game is sorcery. Dark magic and weird rituals had to take place for this game to be made. Sacrifices. Bad stuff, man. You know, like the beginning of like Rondo of Blood. That's pretty much what it was. The game development process for this. I'm gonna die here. This giant green worm thing. Terrible at this game. Ugh, that was close. Oh, you son of a bitch! How did that happen? I had the shield. No, he was almost dead too. Now I can't even get down there. How did that happen? I can't believe that. Ridiculous. I had all my power-ups. Now all I get is this stupid shield. Oh my god. Man, my thumb is hurting. Oh, thank you for saying that. I was reading the chat real quick while I was doing this. Dude, my thumb is killing me. Thank you. I don't know why I never thought to try that. Dude, awesome. I should have done that in the beginning. I would have killed this guy easily. Holy crap. You, dude, why did I never try that? Damn it. Okay, maybe I can do it this time. We got the turbo, or the auto fire, and we got the power up. I bet we can do it this time. Dude, Mike, you freaking saved my ass. See, this is what we need more of, Mike, in the television homebrew community. We need people that care about each other and will help each other, instead of just like brag about what they can do and what they have. We need more teamwork. Oh my god, I was a... Ugh, I don't know why I suck so bad at this game. Wow, really? I've got auto fire on. All I gotta do is concentrate on movement. Come on, dude. What the fuck? God dang! Like, what? Why is it, what is happening? Why is this happening over and over? I can't turn around and shoot him. There.
Barrier. Speed up.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. No promises. All I gotta do is move up and down. Why can I not do this? I've done it before, obviously. I really have. It has happened. It is a thing that occurred at some point. It can happen again. Ah, there we go. Yes, I killed the giant green bean thing. Alright, now to pause it, 9 and 1. Nope, that doesn't work. Is there no way to pause this game? I thought there was a way to pause this game. There it is, 3. 3 pauses this game. I knew there was a way. I knew it. Can't believe I didn't know about the auto fire. I think maybe I did know about it at some point, but clearly I completely forgot. Wow. Last line, crazy side changes the console he plays while I'm at the store. Wild. It is wild. That's nuts. Just got the 3rd split screen ad. I'm sorry, dude. If I could, I would stop it from happening, but I can't. That boss looks like a giant green. Yes, it does. Advertisers must be targeting your demo. Maybe. I'm so good I can auto-fire. Sai sucks with the auto-fire crutch. Sai sucks anyway. That's what I told you. I already told you that. This is a proven thing that I already established. Mike says, apparently so. It was supposed to help. Weird, wild stuff. That's right. All right, let's see if we can not immediately die. All right. There we go. There we go. It's a pretty good shooter. Shooter, as Casey likes to reference. Look at these spiders. What the fuck killed me? What happened? The spider must have killed me, but I didn't see it happen. Wow. What? I like the background. Oh, that's what happened. He shot me with the thing. Oh, yeah. No! And I ran into the freaking thing. God dang it. God dang it. We were playing Atari, now we're playing a television. It's wild and wacky stuff. You never know what's going to happen around here. Anything's possible. It's impossible to know. Oh. It's also impossible for me to actually get through this game. I'd like to say that I think I would do better if I had like a D-pad. but I can't really make that case because it's not really about the controller. The problem I have is I suck. Controller will not help that. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that was close. Wow, that was so close. Oh, I needed that. That's alright. Oh, you sons of bitches! I knew he was going to do it, and I couldn't move out of the way. God dang it. It's freaking spiders.
Area. Speed up.
Wow, I ran straight into the wall trying to get speed. Brilliant! Brilliant! Them spiders are packing, Mike. You're absolutely right.
Power up. Area.
Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to try to survive. I'm not going to try to... What the fuck? As soon as I said it. What? I don't know. I see Chuck play his game and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm terrible at this game.
Power up. Area.
How's that hitting me? I'm not down there. What? I don't understand that. My hitbox must be a lot bigger than I think it is. Oh my.
Power up.
Because that guy's hit me several times and I didn't think he was going to hit me. Oh, got unlucky on that. Damn. This is going to be frustrating if you watch me just do the same stupid die in the same spot over and over.
Area. Speed up.
Oh great, I'm faster. That just means I'll die quicker.
Power up.
Get away. Do not want.
Speed up. Power up.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's the one I needed. Not that it'll matter. I wish I could save state it, but I can't. I got a feeling I'm gonna die doing something stupid. Some obvious bullshit. I'm already further than I thought I was gonna get. So, at least there's that. Oh, that's close. Oh boy. Ooh, that was close. Oh boy. No, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. God dang it. Couldn't quite get my crap together. I needed that, but I can't get it. Now I'm down here with nothing. Awesome. Oh, you got me. Damn it. You got me.
Speed up.
Speed up. Awesome. Damn it. Well, at least I have speed up. Something. Ooh. Gotta be quicker than that. Ooh, he's sneaky. Just like in that scene in Lord of the Rings when they had to fight the dang Shelob. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Oh boy, that was close. Oh, what the fuck? Sometimes I get hit and I'm like, what? Like, it seems like the bullets or whatever aren't actually touching me, but they still kill me. Oh, there we go. That'll help a little, maybe. No, I'm not sure about that. Oh, crap. Look at that.
Power up.
How did that happen? I'll take it. Okay, don't die. Easier said than done. Famous last words and all that. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, come on. Just hang in there. Just a little bit longer. Yes. Oh boy. Whew. Now this one I haven't gotten through. I've never gotten through the third level. Look at that water. Isn't that cool looking? It's like something out of an NES game or a Master System game or something. The background. I don't know how they do this stuff. It's freaking... It's crazy. It's just wild what they can do. These modern and television games. music and everything. I don't know how. I don't understand how they can do all this. I really don't. It doesn't make sense to me. The Atari Jaguar couldn't even do music in Doom because it was like, oh, I can't do that and also this other thing. Yet we can do all this on a television. It's like, what?
Speed up.
It's good music too, man.
Speed up.
Oh, this is, oh, don't. Okay, that was close. That was so close. I actually thought I was dead. See, I don't understand. Sometimes I think I'm fine and I die. Sometimes I think I'm gonna die and I'm alright. Oh boy, here we go. I've never fought this guy, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh, see, I didn't know what to do. Well, that's not gonna help.
Barrier. Speed up. Power up.
Hey, that'll help. But I don't know how to kill this guy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Alright, I'm gonna pause it. Anybody played this? Tell me what I'm supposed to do. What's the strategy here? Because I don't know what to do yet. Let's see. Stay to the left and just dodge up and down. Okay. Alright. Well, I should have stayed down instead of up. Alright. That was fast. What's up, Drunky Cheese? Hello, Evo.
Barrier. Speed up.
Oh my god. Come on, man. Now I'm not going to get the power-ups. Yeah, Mike's like, just dodge down and up. And I go, okay. I go up. You should have gone down. Okay. Now I can't get the power-ups. This freaking dude's chasing me.
Speed up.
Well, speed's better than nothing. Damn it. Oh, come on, man.
Barrier.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Speed up.
Power up.
Power up.
If you don't get the right thing in the right order, that's a bitch right there. There
Barrier.
we go. There we go. And then I didn't get nothing else. All right. Well, at least I got that. Damn it. Can't go up. God dang it. Couldn't go up, man. This is so irritating. It's not the game's fault. It's my fault. God dang.
Speed up.
Ugh. Is this a Prime 1 suggestion? No, not this time. I would like to beat this guy, but yeah, I'm terrible at this. Yeah, I'm terrible at this. I'm not playing this anymore. I have to come back to it another time. So much for that. We'll go back to Atari. Yeah, we were playing Asteroids Deluxe before we were rudely interrupted by Intellivision. Sheesh. Let's play something else. The game that comes with the Atari 7800 is Pole Position 2. It's pretty good. I don't know if you ever played it. It's not a bad racing game. I haven't spent enough time with it though. You should definitely play it more. Use your smart bombs. Just me. Nobody's blaming the game. Yeah. Okay. Wow. A little too loud. Take the volume down a little. Pretty standard racing game, you know, 8-bit style. Nothing too crazy about it. It's fun. It's not bad. I mean, you could have definitely had a worse packing. It's not a bad idea, you know, for a packing game. Do you like my big, beautiful tariffs? Of course, Evil. Who wouldn't? So big, so beautiful. Just the best. Everyone agrees. Oh man, I turned my eyes for a second. Look at the chat. You need the driving controller. It does not work on the 7800, unfortunately. The ColecoVision one. It does not work. It's wired differently, even though it has the same like style of input. It's different pins that do different things, so it doesn't work. This is not a game you can play if you're not fully paying attention to what you're doing, like most games. Still pretty good though. It's way better than the first pole position for 2600. Pole position on the 5200 though is not too bad. That one's actually pretty good. Centipede's good. 7800 version. I like the 2600 version. I like all versions of Centipede pretty much. But 7800 one is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. You know, this is one of those games that, you know, there was a while back when there was a company called At Games that put out like these little all-in-one plug-and-play Atari consoles, the flashback consoles. Centipede is one of the games that they had featured on those consoles, and it was not this version, and it was not the 2600 version either. It was like a weird other version of Centipede. I think there's a couple of games like that. It's very strange. Human Centipede for 7800. I don't have that one. It sounds like I don't know if that'd be fun though. I don't know. Centipede on Intellivision is okay. I would not say that it's the worst version. Let's just be honest. Centipede for Intellivision is not the best version. It's not even as good as the 2600 version. It's kind of bad. But even bad Centipede is still kind of fun. Oh my god. It's like anytime there's something flying at me, for some reason my brain wants to go towards it instead of away from it. I don't know what is up with that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, damn it. I have the trackball for my 5200, but it doesn't work properly. It's got something wrong with it. And I can't really fix it. I looked into what it would take to fix, and apparently it's just not something I can do. So unfortunately, I can't play Centipede with the trackball on my 5200 because that would be awesome. One of these days, I'll have to get like a new trackball. I'd like to get one for that'll work on this also, because they do have a trackball that'll work on 2600 and 7800. I bet this would be great with that. You were a moth in your past life. Well, that would explain a lot of things, Evil. Oh, yes. Let's see what easy mode is like. I think this is a really good version of Centipede. I have a like retro reimagined version on the Xbox 360, and it's pretty damn sweet too. It's like graphics are like almost like vector style graphics. Pretty awesome. There's a bunch of particle effects and stuff. Pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Centipede. Like I said, I like all Centipedes, even the crap ones. Yeah. I think I even played Centipede back in the day in ASCII graphics on the old school IBM computers. I think I even played it like that. It was pretty good. Oh, dude. Oh, damn it. Oh crap. We used to play this on the Apple II also. I think it was pretty good on the Apple II computer if I remember. It's been a long time since I played that version then. Some games on Apple are not very good, but there's a few that are better than you would think they would be. You would be like, oh, really? You know, it's turned out way better than expected. Like Defender is really good on the Apple computer. Ah, damn it. I fell for it. Ah, damn it. Apple IIc and it rocked. Yeah, we had an Apple IIe clone computer. It wasn't actually an official Apple computer. It was called a Laser 128. It was like a, I don't know who, this other company made it. I guess the company was named Laser, I guess. I don't know. But it played all the Apple II stuff. Apple IIc, Apple IIe. It had a disk drive built into it. It was like almost, it had like a handle on it. You could carry it like it was a suitcase almost. It was a strange computer. You just plugged it into a TV. You didn't even have to use a monitor on it. We had that for many, many, many years. That was our computer. We didn't get an IBM computer until probably like, I want to say it was like 89 or 90 by the time we got an actual IBM computer. So we had that Apple IIe clone for probably 5 years, maybe, something like that. Played the ever-living crap out of games on that. We played a lot of games. That was when the first RPGs I ever played, text-based RPGs, were on the Apple computer. Yep. Played it a lot. Ah, damn it. I've talked about before, my dream is to get an Apple II GS with everything, like fully decked out. I would love to have a 2GS. We had one of those when I was in the 5th grade in school, and I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, this is so much better than our Apple computer. And it was backwards compatible, so you could play all your regular stuff, but it would, you know, a lot of stuff was better on it. You know, the music was better, the graphics looked better. Apple 2GS, pretty damn good. It was a cool looking computer too. What I discovered recently was if you buy an Apple 2GS, you have to get the official monitor because it will not work with another, like a regular monitor. It won't work with a TV or a regular monitor, nothing like that. You have to have the Apple II GS monitor. So it's pretty much just going to be emulation for me if I want to play Apple II GS. I can't afford to get into too many of these. Some of these retro things is just like a money pit. You start messing with it and you're going to be like, and you'll never, it's just like a never ending, you know, suction of cash flying out of your wallet. Oh man. All right. Centipede. Well, I've been going for a while, guys. So tomorrow, not tomorrow, Sunday night, PJ and I will be playing TurboGrafx stuff on the channel. I'll put up a, you know, I'll post the thing so you guys can see it because it'll, you know, schedule it. I'll schedule it so that it's available for everybody. But yeah, if you want to hang out, if you want to play TurboGrafx, hit me up because we do have spots available. But otherwise, it's just me and PJ. But we'll have some fun. We're going to play some games. We're going to hang out. We're going to do what we do. You know, it's the Super Duper Retro Show. And that's going to be replacing the ColecoVision with Friends thing because it's going to involve lots of consoles, not just ColecoVision. But of course, still ColecoVision. So, Prime says, play Robotron 2084. I don't have my other controller hooked up, so I'm not going to do that. That would be, trying to think. I could get both of my controllers and do it kind of, but with the D-pad and the other, it might be kind of weird. I don't know. Next time. We'll figure that out for next time. Prime 1. Mike says, they're all money pits. True. Very true. Prime 1, can I use my analog pocket? Yeah. If you can get it to show up in StreamYard, absolutely. You can use the analog pocket. Yes, 100%. You know where to find me. So anyway, yeah, guys, y'all be good. Thanks for hanging out with me. Brian F, Prime 1, Mike's Gaming Gala, Tricom 79, Drunky Cheese, Evil, my friend, my pal, PJ Smith, of course, the infamous Mr. PJ, Silver Wings. His wings are made of silver. Mike Wolf. Yes. The Last Line. Which, guys, if you haven't checked out The Last Line's channel, definitely check it out. He's always playing some awesome games. Absolutely. And he had a great suggestion for me for an RPG I got to go check out. Let's see if I can go back and find that. Luke's Awakening, of course, my buddy Luke. Thank you, Luke. Fellow ColecoVision enthusiast. Who else? Saboteur, the infamous Saboteur, who wins at horse racing constantly. Saboteur. Haywood, the doc was here. Thank you, sir. Thank you for hanging out. It's always good to see you back. Who else? Bassarino. Crazy Bassarino. He's always got something interesting to say. We'll just say that. We'll just say that. Bassarino. Chris Courage, the man who mods consoles of all kinds. He's going to be working on Chuck's 3DO, I think, and he might be working on something else for me very soon. He will be working on something else for me very soon. Kind of excited about, but not a big deal to anybody else, but to me, it's pretty cool. Metal Torso, another good, awesome dude. Metal Torso, the Iron Chest, as I like to call him. Metal Torso. That's as far back as it's going to let me go. It will not let me go all the way back. It always does this to me. Expedition 33 is the name of this game I got to check out. Expedition 33. I shall do that. Okay, you guys be good. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see y'all again very, very soon. But for now, I'm Cyrus. This is Super Mega Graphics 64. And we had some fun, hopefully, playing some games. And then watched me beat my head against the brick wall that is AF. Anthropomorphic Force. If I can say it right. Anthropomorphic Force. On the Intellivision. It's a great game. I suck at it, but it is amazing. So thanks to all the homebrew developers out there who make these great games and Atari for releasing these new cartridges, and hopefully the pricing for everything gets under control and we're all happier, because we like to be happy and enjoy our video games and not be caught up in a bunch of discussion about a bunch of nonsense. So that's enough nonsense for one day from me. You guys have been awesome. I've greatly appreciated hanging out with you. And stands for hard AF. Yes, it does, Mike. It does. For me. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.